So for the return run, leg 2 from Taupiri to the finish line and back in Hamilton, Jamin, the first boat up, and again this start is critical.
Yeah, much more space down at the Taupiri end of the course. There's 30 seconds between each of these boats coming back to Hamilton, so they'll be a lot closer to each other.
So Jamin, obviously the first boat on the water, they're going to have a small advantage with clear water ahead of force fed.
Yeah, it's definitely a big advantage coming back, especially in these Taupiri straights, because flat water means a lot more speed with these longer straights. Not a very twisty part of the course, unlike the other end.
So they've got 46 seconds to try and make up on force fed. In behind Jamin, we've got Infrared third, and they're just 12 seconds behind. So it's all on to the finish for the Hamilton City bridge-to-bridge Waterski Classic. Here's the big boys in force fed. Listen to this thing wind up.
Force fed the quickest time to Taupiri, so they'll be looking to have a good sprint home and make sure they take line honours in this race.
So force fed up on the plane and chasing down Jamin, but they've got a 46-second advantage on the run home. 82 kilometres of skiing.
You can see Chris Holman and Paul Mitchell working pretty hard to hang on behind the big 516 cubic inch Chevy there with Nick DeMay at the pedal.
Very cool race boat. Right, here's third, Infrared, 12 seconds behind Jamin.
They've got potential to pull in Jamin, but again, very, very close racing between these two, and with Jamin with the clear water, they'll have their work cut out for them.
So they'll be the leading single rig boat in the modified open cockpit and open class.
Infrared, these boys come up from the South Island every year for the last 10 or 11 years. Very competitive boat, nicely prepared, and towing these two Australians that are very, very good skiers.
So, I mean, obviously New Zealand is very, very strong in water skiing. In this type of racing, who has the better pedigree? Is it the Aussies or is it the Kiwis?
Oh, you'd like not to say so too loudly, but the Australians are definitely very good at what they do. In the World Champs in 2007, they took home 5 out of the 6 titles. Recently in Belgium, they took home 2 or 3. So definitely very, very good ski racers, just mainly on a population level. The fact that they've got a whole lot more registered ski racers than we do here in New Zealand.
Jai Welsh, Zach Welsh on final works, looking for a top 6 finish. Had a pretty strong run down to Taupiri for the first leg with a 25.17. Beautiful conditions, absolutely stunning weather in Hamilton for this event.
This boat did win the mock class last year, so they've definitely got potential in the boat. It's just whether Graham Keno, the new driver, can actually enhance that and make sure they get a good time.
On parole, Alistair Johnson and Ryan Johnston, they went up to Taupiri at 26.18, and they will be in the honours for the standard motor open cockpit class, and they're in a big battle with Illusion.
Yeah, only 10 seconds separating these two boats on the run down, so it's all on for young and old with these two guys, these two boats, going at it the whole way down the river.
So lots of action on the water. So at this stage of the race, what's really starting to hurt for the guys behind the boats?
The legs is definitely starting to have a bit of a burn. The hands doing their job, but they're probably starting to tire a little bit, and it's probably more so the mental toughness getting you to the end. If you've got it upstairs and say that you can do it, you'll generally get there.
So this is the Big Bird team. And they're in a battle with Illusion also for Formula 2 honours, so that's another class within a class.
Yeah, Formula 2 is basically standard 300 horsepower engines. It's a new class that's come in, and they have to be what they call green engines, so environmentally friendly, direct injected motors with low emissions.
So Hobbit Racing's time, the leading qualifying ladies at 32.27. You compare that to a 27.16 for Konica Minolta, so they've lost the better part of probably close to 5 minutes with that delayed start.
They'll be trying to make up all they can on the run home, probably a quicker boat, but having that missed start has really cost them in that ladies class.
So Konica Minolta looking for the ladies honours. Seedy, Jess Sinclair and Columbia Cox in the honours for the battle there for the first ladies home.
So we see Big Bird come through Ann Street there with a great crowd.
on board with B Jammin. Great onboard shots there as they come down to the finish. In the centre of Hamilton, B Jammin, but look how close Force Fed are behind. They definitely haven't lost 46 seconds. Force Fed looking to take out the honours for the Hamilton City bridge-to-bridge Waterski Classic. You'd have to say they've done it looking at those pictures.
Yeah, 30 seconds between them at the start, and they're definitely well within 30 seconds there, so they'll be pretty happy. That will be the race win for them.
So have Infrared made up enough time on B Jamming? That'll be interesting to see in the final washout, but I would have Force Fed as the winners for 2009. Here comes Final Works down to the line.
Graham Kennard bringing home the Welsh brothers. Those two Aussie boys pretty happy to finish and see the finish line. So we have On Parole coming across. First boat home in Smock, but will they have the quickest time?
So going back through the field, still a lot of boats on the water heading towards the finish at Hamilton.
It's got Big Bird coming across the line, the all-Australian crew. Tony Rowe at the helm with Howard Hook in the observer seat, Steve Rowe and Andy Ellis out the back. Closely followed by Hobbit Racing with Bruce Wallace driving, Carl Sloan observing, and Jessica and Christy Sloan in the skiing.
Well, they'll be ruining that bad start at the start at Cambridge.
They've had a great run back, but I don't think it'll be enough to get them any higher than third in the ladies' standings.
So this should be the leading ladies, Connaught Minolta, driven by Jeff Week. Doing a great job, and I think they know they've done it.
Look at Adelaide, very, very strong skier, as well as Jordan, coming across the line to take out the ladies' class for the bridge-to-bridge in 2009.
They've done a fantastic job. This will be the second in the ladies' class, CD.
This is one of our Yamaha-powered 300 horsepower high-pressure direct-injected engines on the back of a Sonic hull. And another Sonic was up, coming home in the mock class.
So on the water here, we're looking at Illusion and Screwed.
So that's Illusion on the left there, overtaking Screwed. So they've picked up 30 seconds on them, which should mean a very, very competitive time. And remember, they've got 10-second advantage over On Pro and their leg down. So we'll be looking to see how they come home and how quick.
And that would be for the Smock class win as well. Here's Illusion coming down to the line.
Brendan McPherson getting a bit loose there, but he's definitely got a bit of pace on. The boys out the back are working pretty hard. That's Bevan Scott and Vaughan Cox.
Go back to Screwed, crossing the line and behind. So Illusion, having made up a lot of time, looking to be the first standard motor open cockpit boat home in the Smock class.
And then one class we haven't mentioned to date is the Formula 5, which is your 200 horsepower, and first home in that class is the boat Nasty, an 1800 Bullet with a 200 Mercury on the back, with Mitchell Horan and Luke Kennedy on the back.
So lots of classes to get through over a busy weekend, and here's the Pro Floors boat home.
And they were first in under 19s for this year's Bridge to Bridge, towing Max Christensen and Nick Taylor.
So overall honours for Force Fed, 36 minutes and 33 seconds over the 82 kilometres. They take out the open win as well. B Jammin second overall and first in mock. Infrared flying home third.
Illusion managed to win the Smock class by 15 seconds in front of On Parole, and Nasty took out Formula 5, with Connaught Minolta taking out the ladies class and Pro Floors under 19s.
By the time we got down to the end, we'd had a couple of moments at the top end. It's pretty windy, and I wasn't backing off. And so, yeah, no, I would be lying if I said we didn't come close to the bank every now and then. And I was looking at the observer, who's the boat owner, going, mate, it's your gear, but okay.
We're happy where we went. It was a good, clean race, and the rest of the mock boats went well. And, yeah, no, it was good.
On Parole has been our main opposition. They've won it for about the last 5 or 6 years, and we knew that they were the opposition. And yesterday we did manage to squeeze ahead of them on the time trial on the way back, so we were thrilled with that, and we had big hopes that we would be able to do well today. And my fellow ski partner, Little Bev, he skied awesome, and we got some good starts and had some good runs there and back. So I'm absolutely thrilled to hear that we've done really well today. Thanks a lot.
The girls were just calling for more. They just trying to get that last quarter of a mile out of it, and anytime it got rough, they just kept waving up. They were awesome.